Hey guys, so I'm gonna be doing a story time video on the time I sort of had this little incident with the cops and I almost got arrested. And yeah, you'll just... Okay, so this is how the story goes down. I was in the stage of getting really addicted to AHS, and I know it's not like appropriate, especially considering I went to a Catholic school and it's not like religion based, but anyways, I was in that phase. So two of my friends, Jacob and Tori, were planning on having like binge watching this show on Netflix, so we planned that out. And my friend Tori actually couldn't make it the same time as Jacob, so she came later that day. So Jacob and I chill, and we get bored watching AHS, so we actually go to the house being constructed across from my place. So we get bored, and we're like, I mean, this house is big and stuff, and it was just the framing, so you're allowed to go in and things like that. So we came back, and then once Tori finally got to my house, we were like, oh, we're hella hungry, and my mom had left us money, so we just walked to like a small complex from my house, and we had Taco Bell and Little Caesars. And on the way, actually, we saw these three guys, and note this because I'm gonna mention them later in the video. They're just like, hey, we love you, and we're just like, stop. And then we actually go to Taco Bell, and I only had like $10 on me, so here we are like trying to calculate everything on the menu, and I'm like, how much is that? And then like, we ordered things that were like $1 and stuff. Like the only most expensive thing that we ordered was a Baja Blast. And then after we went to Little Caesars and got the pizza little roll things, and I had to keep them in my fleece because it was hella cold that day. I don't know why, but so we get back to my place, and I'm just like, do you guys want to invite anybody else? And I asked my mom, and she was like, you guys can do whatever you want. So I hit up my girl Isabella, and I go, you want to come over? And she's like, yeah, for sure. And then right when Isabella gets here, Jacob has to go. So it was me, Isabella and Tori and I. So Isabella gets to our house, and I mentioned the fact of us going back to the construction house. So we're there being chill, and we're like walking around the house, and we have our flashlights on because it was pretty late. I think it was around, I'd say 10 o'clock or something. And I told my mom, and she was fine with it because it's literally right across the street. So we just have our flashlights on, and we're looking through the house, and we see like the house was still a frame. So there's like this platform, and there was no railing yet. So we were like on the edge of it and just like looking out across the golf course. Mind that this house is on the golf course, so we can like see the whole neighborhood. So we hear these people, and they have the flashlights on too, and they're like, hey. And in my head, I'm thinking, they're throwing shade. I think we should go around. And Tori goes, let's go around the neighborhood. And I'm like, that's too long. And then you got my friend Isabella, let's go to them. And I'm like, that's sort of dumb too, because they could be murderers. So we just plan out, and we're being dumb. So we just go, let's sprint for it and make it back home, because you never know. They could be kidnappers for all we know. So we're going home, and like when you get off of this house, there's a golf course and a pond. So you were like in this little hollow sack. I don't even know how to describe it. But when you're coming from the house, say this is the house, you're exiting it, and then here's the pond, and here's the golf course. So you only have like this much space to like get through there into my neighborhood, because these are like two different neighborhoods. So we're here, and we're on that little hollow part, and those people are blocking us off. So even if we want to get home, they're like standing there and like trying to make conversation. And it turns out they're the three guys that we passed when we were going to Taco Bell. And I'm like, really? And then they're like, hey, blah 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 blah. And then I'm just like, in my head I'm thinking, let's just go watch Netflix. And they're like, I don't know, let's go with them. And I'm like, okay, whatever. They convinced me to hang out with them. So we go back into my house, and we get ready to change and things like that. And so we come back out, and then they're like, do you guys want to go back to the construction house? And I'm like, yeah, for sure. So we're wandering around the house with our flashlights on, and we're just talking about like our pasts and things like that. And so we finished wandering the house. So we were on like wood and things like that on the ground where there was like still sand and construction machines by. And so we're just standing there, and I hear like steps, and the three guys had they had like an angle of the street. So if like anybody was coming, they knew like they were coming. So we're all it's 3-on-3, like it was in 6 of us. So we're all standing there, and I see the guys, and they're just like, and they like start backing up and trying to run. And in my head, I'm thinking, what are y'all doing? And then we say aloud, what are y'all doing? And out of nowhere, the cops come, and they're like, why are y'all here? And my heart drops. I'm like, oh no, I have this great reputation. I don't want to get arrested. I don't want to die. All these things are going through my head. Like, oh crap, I'm gonna get in trouble, things like that. And so we're there, and they're just like, how old are you guys? Blah blah, and it's their age and things like that. And they're like, do your parents know you're out here? And I was like, yeah, I notified them before we left. Like, I'm not just so they're like, let us off the hook, and they were just like, don't do that because people could think that it's a robbery or things like that. So they weren't like, it's just cops are intimidating in general. Like, we weren't in trouble. Don't bother that I said words, and that's just the way. Anyways, off topic. So we go back to the guy's house, RJ, who lives like right across from me because he had his 2 friends over, and then we chill, and he has a basketball hoop. And I need to tell you this, like, it was the dead of winter. So it's like maybe 20 degrees out. So while we're talking, there's like freaking freezing cold air coming out. So we're chilling there playing basketball, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get hypothermia. So I run into his garage that has like, it's a 3-door garage, and I go into it because I'm like, this is hella hot. You guys can chill out here. And then everyone follows, and I'm like, really? So we just chill in there, and then after a while, we go back to my place because I just wanted to pick up a penny board. But then again, everybody has to follow. And then we were just like playing lacrosse with my sticks and things like that. And I don't know how this happened, but we ended up in my car, and we were just chilling there. And like my car seats 5, so I had 6. So imagine 4 people in the back all squished, and they're like, this is awkward. And then I'm in the front with another guy of RJ's friend, and then we're just chilling there. And then we go to my movie room upstairs, and I keep on getting these comments saying my house smells like curry when it doesn't. Like, my movie room smells like leather straight up. And Isabella, like, after they left or something, because when we got home, it was around 1:30 or something, because we were like out for a while. So, but it was all like in maybe like a 1 mile radius. Like, we weren't even that half a mile radius. We weren't even that far out. So, we show Isabella the spice, and she's like, yeah, your house smells nothing like that. Like, my movie room smells like leather. End of discussion. But, yeah.
Are you serious? Wow. Awesome.
Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed my little incident with the cops. Please subscribe to my channel. Link down below. Links down below, and just comment like what video suggestions, like, because I don't know where to go with that. And yeah.